Hi Fam Bam, welcome to Healthy Hump Day. I am super excited for today's video because it highlights the story of my life today, which is how to find some stress relief on overwhelming days. So it's a little unfair to say that it's been overwhelming. It's just been super busy with lots to do. I've been working super hard to bring my 5-minute move challenge to you. It's going to be a 5-day Instagram challenge. So keep an eye out for that. And if you want to join, I'll stick a link below. You can pre-register now. It's completely free. I'm going to be bringing you 5 days of move challenges that are going to help us restore vitality and energy and move our body, because you guys know that I have been struggling with adrenal fatigue for several years. At the same time, as a fitness trainer and super passionate and excited about my knowledge for health, I realized that you cannot really feel like you're living life to the fullest if your body doesn't feel alive. We were meant to move, and I have so much compassion and understanding for people who have a hard time with that. It's not entirely your fault, but I've found the most simple and effective way to get your body to reboot, restart, restore, and get to like it again. So join the challenge if you want to improve your energy levels, restore the vitality in your body, and get motivated to create a life worth living. On a last note of announcements, I have the Lotus shirts. So they're here. It's actually a sweatshirt, and I could stay in this all day. I was super happy with the quality. It's super comfortable. It features a logo that was designed by a good friend of mine. She's amazing at what she does. And I wanted to create this for us and for you guys. We had so much fun doing shirts, and I like knowing where my clothes come from, and to be able to customize it is even more awesome. So you guys voted on this. We also have it in the gray. If you want one for yourself, check it out in the link below. So how to relieve stress on overwhelming days. It can be a tough thing because overwhelming days can feel like we're stuck in it and we have to do it and we're just trying to cope with it. But rather than just coping with it, we can apply some basic tools and techniques that allow us to actually feel better through it and even recharge periodically throughout the day. Part of that comes with understanding these techniques, but another part of it comes with being able to anticipate that it's an overwhelming day and being able to plan a little bit better. So number one on my list is eating right, making sure that I don't go hungry. I might not necessarily be able to plan my meals, but I do like meal planning, as you guys know. So having something prepared, or at least a go-to in case I don't have something prepared, is super important for me, especially because my energy levels are so important that my body is still healing and restoring. I cannot afford to go hungry at all, and I cannot afford to just eat something quick and unconscious because it will cause my sugar levels to crash and my energy levels to crash. I also try not to do anything with caffeine or high sugars because eventually there's a crash that comes with that, and that crash is really hard to get through. Even though it feels good in the beginning, it doesn't feel great at the end, and then it causes kind of a downward spiral moving forward. Also, hydration is huge. If I don't drink enough water, I end up getting bad headaches that can turn into pretty bad migraines. And water is huge when I'm thinking. I mean, it's obvious when we're moving a lot or we're sweating, we want to replenish the water, but when I'm using my brain and I'm working really hard, being creative and thinking and doing computer work, I tend to need a lot more water as well. Number two on my list is something that I learned from the Productivity Planner by Alex Icon, which is taking a 5-minute break every 30 minutes. And after a while, you get better at not needing that break, or at least being able to push it. But I noticed that if I take them regularly, at least every 30 to 60 minutes, it makes a huge difference. It's like a complete reset and recharge versus like if I just skip over them. So what's important about the 5-minute break is that I'm not taking the time to like do extra work or like side research or like social media. I really take the 5 minutes to unplug. So the easiest thing for me is like turning on some sort of piano or classical music and just laying on my floor in the office, closing my eyes and doing deep breaths. It makes the biggest difference in the world. And the idea really is to kind of convince yourself like, now is the time to sleep. And if you're afraid you're gonna fall asleep, go ahead and set a timer on your phone, but let yourself catnap because it makes a really big difference. Number three is to get your body to move, hence the 5-minute challenge. If you can take some of those 5-minute breaks, getting your body to move, increasing the vigor and the heart rate, it makes a huge difference. Because when we go sedentary, something happens to our body where it loses momentum and it loses energy. So if you have ever noticed in any fitness routine, when you're working out regularly and you keep it up, there's a certain amount of time. For some people, it's 3 days, that's me. For other people, it's like 5 days or a week. If they don't work out, they start to lose that energy energy and that vigor in their life. So moving makes a huge difference, even if it's just 5 minutes a day. I'm plugging my 5-minute challenge again. So try the 5-minute challenge. Just 5 minutes can make a massive difference in your life and your energy levels. If taking 5 minutes here and there doesn't feel good to move, then try to do it by anticipating and working out first thing in the morning. I like to do that. I get my workout in first thing when I wake up before I do anything else, except maybe go to the bathroom. And if you can't, then make time for it at the end of the day. Even if you don't feel like you're gonna be up for it, it's gonna make you feel so much better moving forward. And all you need to do is the best that you can do. You don't need to force it. You don't need to push yourself really hard. Just get out, move, whether it's taking a nice evening walk or stroll or doing some light yoga or just doing a light workout. So the biggest thing that overwhelms me typically is because my task list is huge and it spans over several projects with different people and different things, totally different things going on. Like there's no redundancy whatsoever, which is awesome, but it can feel so overwhelming to like think about everything that needs to get done and in what order. So number 4 for me is to break down my tasks. Lots of times what I'll do is separate things in projects. If you don't work at home or own a business, it might be separate things into categories in your life, like stuff to do at home, stuff to do for the kids, personal stuff, fun and entertainment, stuff for work, stuff to prep for school or whatever else you're doing. Break them down into categories, list the things that you need to do, and I like to further break down the things that I need to do in miniature steps. So maybe a part of my to-do list is get the errands done, but the errands might be groceries, pick up water separately, get something from Home Depot, and then pick up the mail. And so I'll go ahead and break those down, and I'll even break them down more, like to a grocery list. So I don't know if you have to be that meticulous about it, but it's a lot less overwhelming if you break them down and categorize them so you can be efficient. So my last tip is number 5, which is just find a way to make your work fun. Sometimes it's harder if you work in an office or you're in a place where there's more rules and it's more standardized. For myself, there's certain things I have to get done, but if I'm doing something like editing a lot of photos or doing a lot of scheduling or emails, I might pop on a nice song or listen to an audiobook, something that I enjoy doing, so it's not just this redundant click, 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 click. A lot of times when I start to lose it, like lose my mind, I start getting goofy and I'll sing to myself. If I'm emailing somebody back, I'll do it in a funny accent. Thank you for your interest. You know, it's just, this is a weird thing. And maybe I'm just such a goofball about it, but I like to make it fun and keep it light in whatever way that I can so that I can actually find comedy and enjoy the time for the moment doing the thing that I'm not enjoying doing. I do have a bonus tip, but I left it as a bonus because it doesn't really apply to relieving stress during the overwhelm, but to leave room at the end of the day to unwind so that you can restore and just have some space to enjoy. I think that's so important in the preventative measures if you're going to be moving into another overwhelming day the next day, and that's something I'm not doing right now because it's late here and I have so much to do still, but you guys are kind of my unwind. I enjoy talking to you guys and sharing these thoughts and ideas, and I love hearing back from you. So these are my Healthy Hump Day health hacks, and I hope you guys enjoyed them. It's just a way to simplify an overwhelming day. If you like it, remember to hit the thumbs up button so that I know, and leave a comment, questions or comments below. If you're new, thanks for being here. I will see you guys on Fit Flow Friday, and it's gonna be Simple Saturdays. I know we called it Super Saturdays, but I really like the minimalism thing going on. I love this theme of keeping things simple, of adding value, so Super Simple Saturdays. Can you say that 10 times really fast? So I hope you guys have a great evening. I hope you're enjoying your week. Go out there, have some fun, take some deep breaths, and most of all, remember to be good, be great, be grateful, have the attitude of gratitude. I'm grateful for you, and I'm so grateful for all of this. And I'm so grateful that we're finally doing this 5-minute move challenge. So I'll see you back here for Fit Flow Friday, where we get to move together. And yeah, enjoy yourself until then. Ciao.